Quite the hair, huh? Well, hello, I'm Erica. I am odd. I am currently brushing out my wig because I am getting ready to go to my party in, 2 hours I gotta leave, which I'm pretty much set. I mean, honestly, the longest part is gonna be brushing out this wig here, but I want it to look nice and perfect. But while I brush this out, hopefully the sound isn't too bad for you guys, I wanted to talk about the Halloween drama that I'm sure I'm either gonna put in the title or the thumbnail or whatever of this video, because I am like stunned at this. I hear about this happening a lot and I see it a lot on the internet of like just these entitled people, but I've never actually witnessed it happen in front of me or like someone I know. So as we know, as I've been saying for weeks, my good friend Riley is throwing a Barbie whodunit party. Super fun. Why I'm brushing a long blonde wig. Look how gorgeous this is though. She's just a bit snarled because I haven't worn my wigs a whole lot this past year. So we have Kens and Barbies coming to this party. All of them are her friends. I'm meeting, I think, all of them for the first time tonight. And we haven't met, not for any like particular reason, we just haven't, you know, we all live kind of far away, so when she sees all of us, it's usually like separate. So I'm excited to meet everybody, but we had one person invited. She is a mom, and keep in mind, we have all known about this party for weeks, right? We've all known. The invites went out at the beginning of October. The point is, we've known about it for weeks. This morning, my friend gets a text from this other friend. I'm not gonna say her name, obviously, but she messages my friend this morning and is like, hey, so, you know, I'm gonna bring my kid. What? A few weeks ago she had brought it up, I guess, and was like, could I bring my daughter with? She loves Barbie and she's so funny and she's so bold and very bright and I think she would have the best time. And before I get into any more of this story, I want to say everything that's about to transpire has nothing to do with the kid. It has nothing to do with the kid's personality or like how well behaved the child is. The simple matter of the fact before all of this transpired is that this is an adult party. It's adults only. There's going to be humor there that is not acceptable for a child. There's going to be music playing that is not acceptable for a child. It's very simple. That's why on the invite, only adults were invited and each person was specifically invited, and there are no plus ones because this is a character specific party. You are invited individually and you are given a character and objectives. It's very strategic. This isn't just like a dinner party where we're all getting together and hanging out. This is like a thing. There's clues. You all have your own backstories and it's super fun. It's a whodunit dinner party. And so when she texted her weeks ago that it would be so fun to bring her daughter, my friend said, you know, just try and find a sitter. It's just not going to be appropriate for her, so please try to find a sitter. And then didn't hear back from her for weeks, so she assumed, okay, cool, you got a sitter because she's talking like she's gonna come. And so she messages her today and goes, oh, by the way, I'm bringing my kid. She's gonna be a blast. Don't worry. And then so my friend messages me and she's like, what do I say? And I told her, don't bring your kid, because here's what happens when you bring a kid to a party that is not kid friendly and is not meant for kids to be at. All of the adults now have to censor their fun. This is like gonna be dramatic and funny, and we're gonna make inappropriate Barbie jokes and we're gonna make jokes that aren't suitable for a child. We're all going to be cursing like it's a thing. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? We let her know, no, you have to find a sitter or you can't come. And she was very nice about it. She was nicer about it than I would have been, I will say. And was basically like, you know, she can't come. This is nothing against your kid, because it isn't. And you just have to leave her at home. This is not going to be a good environment for a child, any child, to be in. This is a 21 and up party. And sends her this really nice long text and is like, if your mom watches her, I'll make her cupcakes and just thank her up and down. And she was being very sweet about it. And the friend just responded with, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm away from her enough with the play that I'm in. And here's the thing, I am not mom shaming. Being a parent is hard. It is difficult. It is one of the hardest jobs on the entire planet. That's why I'm not a parent yet, and why I want to go to parties where we don't have to parent the child, because the energy I was getting from this person and just like how they were speaking back and forth is, I really feel like she expected to show up with her kid and then was going to be one of those parents that has like everybody else watch the kid. Do you know what I mean? And so basically she told her, okay, like, you're out. Don't come to the party, essentially. And I don't know if there's any drama after that, but it's so just like grinds my gears. It's the same thing when I hear Reddit stories where it's like, am I the asshole for bringing my kid to a child-free wedding? Yes, you are. This is not a place for children. And it's just the entitlement. I don't get it, where if you don't want their child at something, you're automatically attacking them and their child. Like, no, you chose to be a parent, and that's awesome. We chose to not have children at the event, which is also awesome. Like, you don't get to ruin everybody else's fun because you're not prioritizing your time with your daughter over a play that you're in. It's very simple. And so we basically just told her, like, okay, well, have a great night with your daughter. We hope you have a great Halloween, and we found somebody to replace her. So that's the tea before this party is even started. I need to put some leave-in conditioner in this. Anyways, I'm gonna dry my hair. You're probably gonna see me in full Barbie, but that's the tea. But let's get into our Halloween week, shall we? So I'm back, and it's actually officially Halloween. About a day after that party, honestly, I was so exhausted the next day just because I stayed kind of late, especially because I had work the next morning, so was not up for catching you up at the time. But the party was a hit. It was so much fun. I actually figured out who it was. The culprit for the whodunit mystery party was Alan, because Alan was jealous of Ken. It was all really clever and really well put together, and all of the clues were really thought out, and just like, she did such a fantastic job at planning it. I told her, you have to do another one at some point. But now it is Halloween. I am just relaxing a little bit, reading. I just started The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. This so far is really cute. I heard it's like Practical Magic meets Gilmore Girls, so that's all I really know about it. I'm on chapter 1. So far I like what I'm reading, but I'm just sitting here reading a little bit before I get into my costume and set up for the trick-or-treaters. It's actually snowing today. I've also been sitting here watching the new Goosebumps show, and it's really good. I don't know if anybody else is a fan of Goosebumps. I obviously am. You guys have seen me wear the shirts all the time. I basically collect the shirts at this point. I actually started rereading a few of the R.L. Stine books too, because they're just fun and nostalgic, but the series is so good. I like how it's sort of combining a lot of the books while it has a main focus of one book. So like, the second episode was actually my favorite R.L. Stine book, which is The Haunted Mask. But like, instead of taking a broader character frame to it, all of it is still very much tying together between these group of kids. I think it's really a cool series. It's definitely spooky. The books were scary to me as like a kid because I'm like in middle school and like they were super spooky. But this series, I mean, it is not like f***ing around. It is definitely a spooky series, and I love it, so I've just been switching back and forth between those. But what time is it? Tell me, Kendall, what time is that? Where's my phone? Oh, it's across the room, that's right. Okay, so it is 3:45 p.m. Trick-or-treaters are probably going to start coming out about 4:30, so I want to read a little bit more, but then I'll introduce you guys to my moose suit. The time has come. We have had our first trick-or-treater. So this is my moose suit, and I put my extra layers along with my Uggs, and I tend to stay pretty roasty toasty. If I'm not, I take a blanket out there. Let me tell you something, you've never met a moose more ready for Halloween. It's like really, really snowing. I'll hang out here as long as, you know, I can stand the cold, and then I'll leave a bucket. See, this is why I wear this. It's been snowing a lot. It's finally now letting up, and I'm really not cold. I've been out here for maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes, and I'm doing really well. I've been out here for, I don't know, about 2.5 hours. I'm not too cold, but it is starting to get dark, as you can see. And a lot of the kids, I mean, we hit the peak in trick-or-treating, I think, and I don't think a whole lot of kids are gonna be out more. Like, we just saw the same kids turn around to go home, and I honestly let them just take the rest of the bowl of candy. So that is it for Halloween 2023. Pay no attention to any laundry you may or may not see next to me. That's gonna be it for this vlog. I had a really great Halloween and Halloween. After Halloween this week, I felt a little bit under the weather. I think I may have gotten a small head cold. If I was sick, I never got to the point of like truly just ill, to the point where I determined, yes, I definitely have a head cold, but I don't know, I've just felt weird all week and I've been stuffy. After Halloween, I definitely have just been taking it easy. I think next week I'm gonna get into a little bit of Christmas decorating, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.